Multiple choice questions. Statistics in anthropology. 1. Which measure of central tendency is most affected by extreme values? A. Mean. B. Median. C. Mode. D. Range. Answer A. Mean. Explanation. The mean includes all data points in its calculation, so extreme values, outliers, can significantly distort it, unlike the median or mode. 2. What is the primary use of statistics in anthropology? A. To create visual art. B. To understand cultural traditions. C. To analyze and interpret data from research. D. To write ethnographies. Answer C. To analyze and interpret data from research. Explanation. Statistics help anthropologists quantify data, identify patterns, and make informed conclusions about their research subjects. 3. Which statistical test is used to compare the means of two groups? A. Chi-square test. B. T-test. C. ANOVA. D. Regression analysis. Answer B. T-test. Explanation. A t-test determines whether the means of two groups are statistically different from each other. 4. The chi-square test is most appropriate for A. Categorical data. B. Continuous data. C. Ordinal data. D. Time series data. Answer A. Categorical data. Explanation. The chi-square test evaluates the association between categorical variables, such as frequencies or proportions. 5. What is the null hypothesis in statistical testing? A. A hypothesis that the researcher wants to prove. B. A statement indicating no effect or no difference. C. A hypothesis about anthropological traditions. D. A predictive hypothesis. Answer B. A statement indicating no effect or no difference. Explanation. The null hypothesis, H, assumes no relationship or effect, serving as the default statement in statistical tests. 6. What does a p-value less than 0.05 indicate? A. Strong evidence against the null hypothesis. B. Acceptance of the null hypothesis. C. Weak evidence for the research hypothesis. D. Data collection error. Answer A. Strong evidence against the null hypothesis. Explanation. A p-value less than 0.05 means the observed result is unlikely due to chance, leading to the rejection of the null hypothesis. 7. Which graph is best suited to display the distribution of a single continuous variable? A. Bar chart. B. Histogram. C. Pie chart. D. Scatter plot. Answer B. Histogram. Explanation. Histograms show the frequency distribution of continuous variables, making them ideal for this purpose. 8. What is the primary purpose of using regression analysis in anthropology? A. To find relationships between variables. B. To calculate averages. C. To classify cultural artifacts. D. To calculate sample sizes. Answer A. To find relationships between variables. Explanation. Regression analysis identifies and quantifies the relationship between dependent and independent variables. 9. A dataset with a positive skew will have A. Mean median. B. Median mean. C. Mean equals median. D. Symmetrical distribution. Answer A. Mean median. Explanation. In a positively skewed distribution, extreme high values pull the mean higher than the median. 10. Which measure of variability represents the average deviation from the mean? A. Range. B. Standard deviation. C. Variance. D. Interquartile range. Answer. B. Standard deviation. Explanation. Standard deviation measures the spread of data points around the mean. 11. What does standard error represent? A. The variability within a single sample. B. The average error in measurement tools. C. The accuracy of a sample mean as an estimate of the population mean. D. The range of the dataset. Answer. C. The accuracy of a sample mean as an estimate of the population mean. Explanation. Standard error indicates how much the sample mean is likely to vary from the true population mean. 12. ANOVA is used to compare A. Two groups. B. More than two groups. C. Ordinal variables. D. Categorical variables. Answer. B. More than two groups. Explanation. Analysis of variance, ANOVA, tests differences among means of three or more groups. 13. What is a sampling frame? A. A subset of a population used for study. B. The total population being studied. C. A list of all individuals in the population. D. The method used to collect data. Answer. C. A list of all individuals in the population. Explanation. A sampling frame is a comprehensive list of the population from which a sample is drawn. 14. In anthropology, cluster sampling is most useful when A. Populations are large and geographically dispersed. B. Data is categorical. C. Only one variable is being studied. D. Simple random sampling is effective. Answer. A. Populations are large and geographically dispersed. Explanation. Cluster sampling is cost-effective and efficient for studying dispersed populations. 15. A correlation coefficient, R, of -0.85 indicates A. A strong positive relationship. B. A strong negative relationship. C. No relationship. D. A weak negative relationship. Answer. B. A strong negative relationship. Explanation. Correlation coefficients close to -1 indicate a strong negative relationship. 16. Which of the following is a non-parametric test? A. T-test. B. ANOVA. C. Mann-Whitney U-test. D. Pearson correlation. Answer. C. Mann-Whitney U-test. Explanation. Non-parametric tests like Mann-Whitney U are used when data does not meet parametric test assumptions. 17. What is the primary difference between primary and secondary data in anthropology? A. Primary data is analyzed, secondary data is raw. B. Primary data is collected by the researcher, secondary data is pre-existing. C. Primary data is less reliable than secondary data. D. Secondary data is always qualitative. Answer. B. Primary data is collected by the researcher, secondary data is pre-existing. Explanation. Primary data is gathered firsthand, secondary data comes from previous studies. 18. A confidence interval of 95% means A. The sample mean is 95% accurate. B. 95% of the data lies within the range. C. There's a 95% chance the interval contains the population mean. D. The population is 95% confident. Answer, C. There's a 95% chance the interval contains the population mean. Explanation. Confidence intervals estimate the range likely to include the population mean. 19. A key assumption of parametric tests is A. Data is nominal. B. Data is ordinal. C. Data follows a normal distribution. D. Data is unrelated. Answer, C. Data follows a normal distribution. Explanation. Parametric tests assume data is normally distributed and has equal variances. 20. The term longitudinal study in anthropology refers to A. A short-term study of cultural behavior. B. A study involving multiple research locations. C. A study conducted over an extended period. D. A comparative study of two populations. Answer, C. Answer, C. A study conducted over an extended period. Explanation. Longitudinal studies observe the same subjects over time to identify changes or trends. 21. What type of variable is ethnic group? A. Continuous. B. Discrete. C. Nominal. D. Ordinal. Answer, C. Nominal. Explanation. Nominal variables are categorical without an inherent order, such as ethnic group classifications. 22. What is the primary goal of descriptive statistics? A. To test hypotheses. B. To summarize and describe data. C. To predict future trends. D. To establish causation. Answer, B. To summarize and describe data. Explanation. Descriptive statistics provide an overview of data through measures like mean, median, and standard deviation. 23. A scatter plot is best used to A. Show frequencies of categorical data. B. Display the relationship between two variables. C. Compare group means. D. Measure variability. Answer, B. Display the relationship between two variables. Explanation. Scatter plots show how two continuous variables are related, revealing trends or correlations. 24. What is the range in a dataset? A. The difference between the smallest and largest values. B. The sum of all values divided by the number of values. C. The middle value of the dataset. D. The most frequently occurring value. Answer, A. The difference between the smallest and largest values. Explanation. Range measures the spread of data by subtracting the smallest value from the largest. 25. In anthropology, stratified sampling ensures that A. Each subgroup of the population is proportionally represented. B. Only specific subgroups are studied. C. Data is collected randomly. D. The largest subgroup dominates the sample. Answer, A. Each subgroup of the population is proportionally represented. Explanation. Stratified sampling divides the population into subgroups and samples each proportionally. 26. Which term describes the error that occurs due to studying a sample instead of the entire population? A. Sampling error. B. Measurement error. C. Systematic bias. D. Non-sampling error. Answer, A. Sampling error. Explanation. Sampling error arises from the natural variability between a sample and the population it represents. 27. A negatively skewed distribution will have A. Mean median. B. Median mean. C. Mean equals median. D. A uniform shape. Answer, B. Median mean. Explanation. In a negatively skewed distribution, extreme low values pull the mean lower than the median. 28. What does a confidence level of 99% indicate? A. The data is 99% accurate. B. The sample mean is within 99% of the true mean. C. 99% of confidence intervals constructed would contain the population mean. D. There's a 99% chance of rejecting the null hypothesis. Answer, C. 99% of confidence intervals constructed would contain the population mean. Explanation. A 99% confidence level means the interval will correctly capture the population mean 99% of the time. 29. Which measure of variability is expressed in squared units? A. Standard deviation. B. Range. C. Variance. D. Interquartile range. Answer, C. Variance. Explanation. Variance calculates the average of squared deviations from the mean. 30. In anthropology, longitudinal studies often involve A. Sampling multiple populations at one time. B. Comparing data collected at multiple points over time. C. Observing a single subject for one day. D. Analyzing historical records only. Answer, B. Comparing data collected at multiple points over time. Explanation. Longitudinal studies track changes within the same subjects over a period of time. 31. Which of the following scales of measurement includes a true zero? A. Nominal. B. Ordinal. C. Interval. D. Ratio. Answer, D. Ratio. Explanation. Ratio scales have all properties of interval scales plus a true 0 point, such as weight or height. 32. What is the purpose of inferential statistics? A. To describe data visually. B. To infer conclusions about a population based on a sample. C. To calculate measures of central tendency. D. To ensure sampling accuracy. Answer, B. To infer conclusions about a population based on a sample. Explanation. Inferential statistics use sample data to make generalizations about the entire population. 33. Which test is appropriate for analyzing the relationship between two categorical variables? A. ANOVA. B. chi-square test. C. Pearson correlation. D. Linear regression. Answer, B. chi-square test. Explanation. Chi-square tests evaluate the association between categorical variables. 34. A data set with a high standard deviation indicates A. Data points are close to the mean. B. Data points are spread out widely. C. The mean is very accurate. D. The range is small. Answer, B. Data points are spread out widely. Explanation. A high standard deviation means more variability or spread in the data. 35. Which sampling method gives every individual an equal chance of being selected? A. Stratified sampling. B. Systematic sampling. C. Random sampling. D. Cluster sampling. Answer, C. Random sampling. Explanation. Random sampling ensures all individuals have an equal probability of selection. 36. The interquartile range, IQR, measures A. The spread of all data points. B. The difference between the maximum and minimum values. C. The spread of the middle 50% of the data. D. The average distance from the mean. Answer, C. The spread of the middle 50% of the data. Explanation, IQR is calculated as the difference between the third and first quartiles, Q3, Q1. 37. A box plot provides information about A. Correlation between two variables. B. Measures of central tendency. C. Distribution and variability of a dataset. D. Only the mean of a dataset. Answer is C. Distribution and variability of a dataset. Explanation. Box plots show the median, quartiles, and potential outliers in the data. 38. In statistics, bias refers to A. Random variation in a dataset. B. Consistent error in measurement or sampling. C. The average value of a dataset. D. A normal distribution. Answer, B. Consistent error in measurement or sampling. Explanation. Bias occurs when data collection or analysis systematically favors certain outcomes. 39. What is a key assumption of linear regression? A. Variables must be categorical. B. The relationship between variables is linear. C. Data must be non-parametric. D. The dependent variable has more than two categories. Answer, B. The relationship between variables is linear. Explanation. Linear regression assumes a linear relationship between the independent and dependent variables. 40. In anthropology, cultural patterns can be statistically analyzed by A. Using nominal data only. B. Coding qualitative data into quantifiable categories. C. Avoiding statistical methods. D. Using only descriptive statistics. Answer, B. Coding qualitative data into quantifiable categories. Explanation. Converting qualitative data into numeric values allows statistical analysis of cultural patterns. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe the channel.